Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, has debunked rumors that he may pick the presidential ticket to battle against President Bola Tinubu for the #1 seat in 2027. Rumor has it that if the People's Democratic Party agrees to zone its presidential ticket to the south, Wike may join the race. However, in an interview with the former Rivers State governor, he said he cannot contest against his boss. When the interviewer further asked him if he believes that President Tinubu will win the 2027 election, Wike said there is nobody in the opposition to challenge the president. Nze, what do you make of this story?
Yeah, everybody speculated that...
Everybody.
Why I use the word everybody is when we talk about the majority of the people who came out to speak.
Most persons.
Most persons. So they speculated that Wike will someday betray Tinubu and perhaps vie or contest the position of Tinubu with Tinubu come 2027. But we have looked into it to see that Wike will be making a mistake if he should do that. Because Tinubu had given him space to pinch his tent. And Tinubu has also made him more popular in Nigerian politics than he was, even when he served in Buhari's government. Not Buhari, Jonathan's government. So the popularity of Wike now is increasing. And if he must maintain that tempo, he will need to allow Tinubu to finish up 2027 to 2031 and now begin to look out for how he can now fight if the presidency is not zoned back to North. Because North is expecting that after South they move. They want to do it North and South, North and South. But we are saying balance the equation. Let Southeast, South-South, Southwest, Northeast, Northwest, North Central. Let all these geopolitical zones be affected and carried along. But you see that somehow they are not doing that. So for me, for Wike to come up to challenge Tinubu, maybe under the platform of PDP that we see that is already even suffering, if I will say Kwashoko or whatsoever, then he will come. Wike will not be that stupid to do that. But if he chooses to, it is up to him. But I don't see that thing coming to light, that Wike will go to PDP to contest presidency against Tinubu. No, I don't see that happening. So I believe that strongly God will help that his assertions will stand, that nobody in the opposition to contest against Tinubu. But I'm thinking that he's saying that because opposition have not done well to put themselves together to contest against the ruling party. Instead, most of them are now defecting into the APC, which is not good to us. It will not enable us to have a balanced political fight, so to speak. We will not have a good contention or good contest. So instead of doing this and going this way, one will assume that we should allow Wike and let people not coerce him into coming to talk about contesting. Let him lie low, work with Tinubu. If another person, if Tinubu wins 2027, let Wike continue in the presidency, in the executive arm of either as Minister of FCT or any other ministry, or even given another position whatsoever. But if he does not hit to that and feels that he may come and try his leg. But I'm seeing something there. What if Tinubu himself asked Wike to come and run? What happens? If Tinubu himself calls Wike to come and contest that he will be stepping down in 2027, let Wike take over, then he will go.
Isn't this statement, isn't it wishful thinking at
yes,
this point?
Yes, the one we call it wishful thinking, but sometime it may come up. Because if President Tinubu looks at himself and knowing that he's not capable of sustaining the pressure beyond this time, he might look for a trusted ally and say, please, come and take this position and serve for me. You know, still giving me my...
in your opinion, Wike is President Tinubu's trusted ally?
As he stands now, Wike is his strongest the strongest member of his cabinet.
Strongest member of his cabinet. Being a member of a cabinet is different from being an ally.
I may not. I don't work in the kitchen cabinet.
Let's not mix it together.
No, but do you know why I'm saying so? I'm not. I don't work in his kitchen cabinet, and I'm not this close to two of them.
Right.
So we are making an assumption now that it is possible that he might say this man may likely protect my interest, and he will bring him in. So if that happens, that is the only condition where Wike may have to come in and contest in 2027 as a president. But if he did not do that, if Tinubu did not do that, I believe Wike shouldn't make the mistake of coming.
All right, George, what do you make of this?
Okay, I want to say that this news item for me is just sensational to elicit reactions from Nigerians. And Wike that I have come to know over the years, that I've studied politically, is a pragmatic politician who believe in the political realism as a school of thought. At this present time, Wike that I know, who understand these things, would not want to engage in such a fight or such a politics that will not favor him. You know, because President Tinubu is still very active. President Tinubu is his boss, and based on this zoning north and south dichotomy, which does not favor him as a pragmatist, he would not want to venture into something, you know, that at the end of the day, the outcome will be disastrous. You know, he's a very patient person when it comes to, you know, strategizing on how to win. So whoever came up with this issue that if, and moreover they said if the PDP decide to zone, on assumption that, okay, let's say that happens, he wants to contest under the platform of PDP. Is PDP as a political party, as it is today, formidable enough to wrest power from the APC? That is no.
With the gale of defections to APC.
You know, that's a no. Then again, let's assume on assumption that he has started to run under the platform of PDP with the likes of Bala Mohammed, who is an outgoing governor in Bauchi State.
Yeah.
He support him over there. These are so wicked that I know, that I've studied over the years as a political pragmatist, will never accept. He just has to come to debunk this so that Nigerians don't bother themselves discussing it. Those who came up with this came to elicit public reactions, probably for whatever reason. But we all know that it is not a near impossibility at this point. It's a near impossibility at this point for Wike to contest the 2027 presidential election, given the peculiarity of the election, the indices and all that is not in his favor. Moreover, he has said that Tinubu is his boss, so at this point he would not want to run against his boss. So it, like my brother here said, it's important, you know, because Wike is very close to Tinubu. He's very close in that kitchen cabinet. Tinubu understand, respect, and also entrust a lot in the hands of Wike. So Wike would not be an ingrate at this point to say, I want to run.
To want to betray that trust.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't want to betray the trust that this man have, you know, bestowed on him. He would not want to do that. And the chances of him winning is not there. The chances are not there. The chances of Wike emerging presidential candidate or becoming the president of this nation in 2027, except like Nze said, maybe Tinubu somehow finds that he does not have the physical strength or mental capacity, you know, to go further beyond 2027, and because he does not want the thing to go out of his political, you know, family, he can decide to say, okay, amongst all my people, I've seen that you share the same traits with me, you share this, you share that, you have the ability, you have the wherewithal, the reach across the length and breadth of this country to run as president and win. And with the support I will give, I am sure you will emerge. Please come in my stead. Without that, I don't see Wike wanting to say, I want to go and challenge Tinubu, because it is a certain zone. I don't think it's not the possibility. Is not
all right, and then when he was further asked, he said that he believed that, he said that there is nobody in the opposition to challenge the president in 2027. Now, Wike is a member of the PDP, and he's saying there is nobody in the opposition. Yes, PDP is balkanized at this point, and yes, PDP is still unable to, you know, mend fences, you know, reconcile issues among its stakeholders. But does that mean that come 2027, there is no hope for PDP in 2027. And when he said there is nobody, now let's leave PDP aside. Are there no other viable individuals who are also capable of contesting against President Bola Tinubu? Now, I'm not looking at political party, I'm not looking at individuals. Are there no individuals that are capable of contesting against President Bola Tinubu in 2027 and give him a run for his money?
The truth is, as it is today, when you say there are no individuals, you be like, outside Tinubu in Nigeria, there is no other person. Nobody will want to accept that. There are individuals, there are men and women of substance in this country that has the capacity to run against President Tinubu. What I understand by that statement is you cannot take away the importance of the political party and our political system. We do not run an independent candidacy here where you say for the name that this person has made, him coming out to run against the incumbent, people would naturally follow him, and that will be giving the incumbent a run for his money. But unfortunately, the parties, the political parties that are there to even merge are having it difficult to do that. Individually as parties, they do not even stand a chance. So that is what I understand by his statement, that there is no opposition as it is today to run against the incumbent and win. That is the truth. Because you need a political party as a vehicle. How strong are they? Just recently somewhere in Enugu we heard the Labour Party has collapsed its structure. Labour Party have collapsed an entire local government, in fact the entire senatorial district of the Labour Party have collapsed into APC. So where is this opposition coming from? There is no party, because it takes party to have people at different polling units, different what they call it, different wards, different local government, and all that, to perpetuate whatever the party is coming up with. So if you do not have party representative in some of these far-flung places, where vote also comes out from, how would you be able to win an election? So these are the things that they have put on the table and calculate to say, okay, at this point in time, it is only the APC and with Tinubu emerging as the flag bearer, which is likely, because we've seen what is happening in Northwest, where leaders of the party have come to endorse him even before the time. And in the coming days, in the coming months, different regions, you see leaders coming to endorse Tinubu for second term. There will also be opposition. More of those people you think that are in opposition today that will realign, having seen that there is no room or there is no provision for their own party to move forward, they will realign to the APC and endorse the president. So as it is today, the president is almost 90% sure of returning for the election.
All right, thank you so much.